Hey everybody, welcome back. We are going to play Crash 3. Since Crash 2 was a pretty good hit, we're going to do Crash 3. Now Crash 3, same idea, you have a warp room with 5 levels, you go through and then there's a boss. But the levels are based off of different time periods and just... This is the fan favorite. Personally, I like 2 better. We'll see how it goes.
Free at last.
Man, I remember as a kid watching this cutscene.
Uka Uka is free?
It ain't happening,
No,
Fox.
it
Just
cannot be.
stop. It ain't happening.
Evil, great evil has come. None have dared fail the great Uka Uka even once. But you, Cortex, you have failed me twice. Great Uka Uka! It was that infernal bandicoot! From deep inside my dental prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience. There is now no other power source left on this planet. I know we've had a few unfortunate setbacks. And failed. But since your bumbling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable planet. And this time, the great Uka Uka will make sure that you do it right.
There's entropy.
After many eons, my evil twin brother, Uka Uka, has been freed from his underground prison. Long ago, I locked him there to protect the world from his malice. Now, free once again, he must be stopped. Children, Uka Uka and Cortex plan to use this time-twisting machine to gather crystals that lay scattered across time. I have brought you here to recover the crystals before they do. To open the time portal, simply stand on a button and then jump into the portal. Good luck.
Alright. So that's pretty much the whole thing of the story. Cortex is wanting us to go through time, get the crystals, and then get them from us, like Crash 2. So, Crash Warp 1, obviously the easiest one. I can play this on autopilot, really. I don't have to think while I'm playing this.
Crash, crash, crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look! I have a mask helping me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
Alright, so first level is Toad Village. It takes place in medieval times. And it's just a pretty simple level. You just... There's no tricks or anything you gotta know. Alright, now these boxes that change, you want to break them before they expire, because when they expire they turn into steel crates and you can't break them. Meaning you can't get the box gem. On to the bonus. It's a level 1 bonus. I mean, there's not really much to say about it. Got the crystal, and we're pretty much at the end of the level. So we only need 2 more boxes. They're right up here. There we go. That's the first level. Pretty simple. Next up is, I forget the name of the level. Deep Trouble or Under Pressure, one of those. And it's an underwater level, so we're scuba diving, and we have to get through the level that way. Under pressure, that's what it is. So the other water level is Deep Trouble. Okay, there we go. You didn't win the race between the one batter. It happens. Yeah, and you can't have invincibility while you're underwater. So, even though we already have 2 masks, if I get a third, it's not going to do anything. Keep forgetting they changed the button. Yeah, and we can blow up the mines, which is nice. It'll help us later on when we get to Warp 3. But right now, we don't have to worry about that for a little while. Alright, we want to keep the thing as long as we can. Well, doesn't look like we're getting the box gem because I screwed up. One freaking box and I screwed it up. Alright, level 3 is like the polar bear levels. The only difference is we're riding a tiger on the Great Wall. Not much to really say about this level. It's just, you run through, you break the boxes. Easy. Jump too early. Alright. At least the checkpoint's right here. We got the box gem for this level at least. Alright. Alright, now level 4 is like the chase level. So instead of a giant boulder, it's a Triceratops.
Cortex want tiny get crystals and bring them to big Colosseum in Rome. Crash! Leave them for Tiny, or Crash get crushed!
Alright, so, like I was saying, this is pretty much the chase level of the game. You get chased by a Triceratops. As long as you don't go past a certain point, it just stands there. Alright, now it stays there for now, and then it just plays like a regular level. And on to the bonus. Alright, so you only want to break 2 boxes, do a high jump, and then you can get up here and get these two. And then you can just body slam to break those. Pretty easy. checkpoint and just get going. The grass slows you down, so you really don't want to be in it if you can help it. Otherwise, you can just spin and it'll break the grass. I gotta wait here. Grab that. Drop down. We're done. All that's left now is the jet ski level, which I hate. I hate jet ski levels because it controls so bad. I would even argue that it controlled better in the PlayStation 1 version. Granted, that's what I was used to. That's what I grew up playing, but... Now this level gets a little tricky for it being a first warp room level, because there's mines, there's bombs floating in the water, then you got ships shooting bombs at you. So it's a little trickier than you would think. It's all just about timing. We got excellent timing for that. Oh, that was almost bad. I mean, we have a mask, so it's not the end of the world, but it definitely would have sucked. Right. Come on, work with me here. Thank you. Around the corner there. Relatively painless level. Usually it gives me more trouble than that. And now we're on to the first boss, Tiny the Tiger. Now you remember him as the third boss from Crash 2. They made him the first boss in this one. Now I'm going to show you a little trick with Tiny. If you stand at the right point, at the right time, the crowd will throw cheese at you. Because it's called the cheese spot, because you can't be hit. So I'm going to show you guys that little trick while we're here. Alright. Tiny's really simple. He jumps around, then he sticks the pitchfork in the ground and just do that. Now, if you come over here and stand right here in this corner, you gotta keep running, the crowd will throw cheese at you, because you can't be hit. I don't know, it's a funny little extra thing they added in. Now I'll show you how you're intended to do it. You're supposed to wait for the lions and spin them. Oh, I didn't spin fast enough. Alright. go. Now we got the body slam upgrade. And we can leave.
Well done, children. By defeating Tiny, you have unlocked the gate to the next time travel area.
Yeah. Alright. So now we're on the Warp 2. Warp 2 is... I'd say it's just about as easy. There's a little more tricky jumps, but otherwise it's the same thing.
Why? Why must you continue to be a thorn in our side?
Who? What? Where was I? Oh, Tiny was a good fellow. He hated everyone and everything, but a good heart nonetheless. Please be more reasonable with my minions next time.
Alright. Yeah, we used the charged up body slam to do that. That was completely unnecessary damage I took there. The wizard can just jump over the thing. Come on, Crash. There we go. Alright, now, I always done this, just so that way I don't screw it up. I come over here and break this box that's changing, so that way it doesn't turn into a steel crate. I know if I take my time and do all that, it'll be fine, but just, I've always done that. The timer doesn't start until you start hearing the sound, but I don't know. I've just always done it that way. Don't have to worry about the TNT. There we go. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. Now let's see. Sometimes this frog jumps on the nitro. Yep, he did it that time. Alright, and we're pretty much at the end of the level now. We don't even have to worry about those guys, we can just walk by. gem and leave. Alright, this is the first Arabian level. Yeah, there's the yellow gem, but we have to go through a secret warp to get to it, so we can't get to it right now. In the original PlayStation 1 version, there was a trick that you could do to get it early, but I think they got rid of that in the remaster. Slide into him, it kills him instantly. If you spin, it knocks the vase on his head and you have to hit him again. Same as level 6, I always go up here real fast, break this box. That way I don't have to deal with it. Grab the crystal, go to the bonus. The bonus has a lot of changing boxes, so you gotta break it pretty fast. There we go. You want to stop it on the TNT so it hits that steel box down there. That way we got the jumping. Here, I'll show you what I mean by if you spin this guy. And then you gotta do it again. There's that with a sword. Yeah, so you can see the yellow gem in the back there. Before, there used to be a trick where if you bounced on the things right here, you could actually jump up on top of these buildings and do a slide long jump over there and actually get it early. I've never been able to pull it off, but I've seen it a million times on YouTube. Now, here's another one of the vehicle levels. You have to race on a motorcycle. This level as a kid, I could never beat. Like, ever. So, once I figured it out, I was so happy. And it's really not hard. It's just, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Unfortunately, I didn't get the boost at the very start. In this, we don't worry about the boxes right now. Like, if we can get them, we will get them. But we're not going for the box gem right now. We gotta pick up the pace. Because if you don't get first, you don't get the crystal. So we have to... Oh man, by the skin of our teeth we made that. So glad we don't have to do that again. Almost had to. Tomb Time, this is an Egyptian level. This is the first level that we cannot get all the boxes in one go.
Dingodile's the name, and Uka Uka and Cortex gave me orders to bring the crystal to them during the Ice Ages. So give me the goods and shove off, or I'll roast yous.
Alright, Dingodile, he's the second boss. We'll see him in just a little bit. Tomb Time is a little... For a second warp room level, it's actually pretty difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Because you got the alligators that jump off like that. You got these sliding doors that if you don't get out of the way in time, you slam shut. The oil slicks on the ground. And these tiles that if you touch the ones with the scarabs on them, they fall. Like that. Now, sometimes I get all the boxes, and sometimes I don't. We'll see if it's one of those times. Just gotta... And then... Yep, okay, we got it. Now, like I said, we're not going to get all the boxes go on this because there's the purple gem path that we have to take, and we do not have the purple gem yet. And if you jump on these guys, they give you one fruit. Then you got these guys. Over here is the purple gem path. We haven't gotten there yet. You get that in the third warp room, I think. Yeah, third warp room. Perfect cycle, too. That's tomb time. Last up is Midnight Run, which is another riding the tiger on the Great Wall of China. That's the last one of those. So, I'm kind of glad to get the auto-scrollers out of the way fast. Because there's nothing really to them. It's just, sorry. You just run and jump. Wow. Unnecessary damage. Okay, I definitely should have broke that box. I landed right on top of it. Alright, whatever. Let's go fight Dingodile. Dingodile, his whole thing is he has a flamethrower.
Right. Now you've gone and done it. Them crystals are mine.
He has a flamethrower, so we have to avoid that. And he's surrounded by crystal that we have to wait for him to destroy.
Break out the butter. I'm gonna make toast.
Alright, so there's the crystal. And we just have to avoid it. You can see the shadows on the ground where it's gonna land. And I don't know why they changed it. In this, he just shoots randomly. Whereas in the PlayStation 1, he follows you. And aims it wherever you're standing. I don't know why they changed that. And that's that.
Mate, no worries. You'll soon be up against much worse.
And now we can double jump. Alright, and I think that's a good spot to end this one. So we'll start Warp 3 and all that tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. Have a good night.